What if life doesn't need to become easier? What if you simply need to stop making it heavier? Every day we carry things that were never fully ours to carry. Someone doesn't reply the way we hoped. A plan doesn't work out. Someone disagrees with us. We worry about tomorrow. We replay something that happened yesterday. And slowly, without noticing, the mind becomes exhausted. The Stoics understood this problem thousands of years ago. They knew that life would always contain uncertainty, disappointment, change, and things beyond our control. So instead of trying to control everything, they focused on something much more practical. How do you respond to life without making every difficulty heavier than it needs to be? Today, let's look at 3 simple Stoic rules that can make life feel lighter. Not by changing the world around you, but by changing the way you meet it. The first rule is simple. Focus on what is within your control. You can control your choices. You can control your effort. You can control how you speak. You can control how you respond. But you cannot completely control other people's opinions, decisions, timing, or reactions. Imagine you've prepared carefully for an important opportunity. You do everything you can. You show up. You give your best. But the result doesn't go your way. The mind immediately starts asking, why did this happen? What if they had chosen differently? What should I have done? But none of those questions can change the result. A Stoic response would be different. Ask, what part of this was actually mine to control? If you prepared honestly and gave your best effort, then that part belongs to you. The final decision may not. This doesn't mean becoming passive. It means putting your energy where it can actually make a difference. When you stop trying to control what was never yours, you recover a surprising amount of mental energy. The second rule is, deal with the event without immediately adding your own story to it. Something happens. Then, the mind interprets it. And sometimes, the interpretation becomes more painful than the event itself. Someone gives you a short reply. That's the event. Then the mind says, they're upset with me. They don't respect me. I must have done something wrong. Now you've created an entire story from a few words. The Stoics encouraged careful judgment. Before deciding what something means, look at what you actually know. This doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It means giving yourself enough space to separate what happened from what you think it means. The next time something bothers you, pause and ask, what do I know for certain? Then ask, what am I assuming? That small pause can prevent hours of unnecessary worry. You may discover that reality is difficult, but your mind was making it even heavier. The third rule is perhaps the most powerful. Accept what has already happened, then decide what to do next. Acceptance doesn't mean liking everything that happens. It doesn't mean giving up. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't try to improve your circumstances. It simply means you stop arguing with reality. Imagine you've made a mistake. You can spend the entire evening wishing you had acted differently. Or you can acknowledge it. Yes, that happened. Then ask, what can I learn from it? What can I do differently next time? The past cannot be edited, but your next decision can still be made wisely. This is where Stoic thinking becomes practical. You don't need to approve of every situation. You simply need to stop wasting your present moment fighting a fact that has already become reality. Acceptance gives you something valuable, room to act. These 3 principles are simple, but together, they can change the way you move through difficult moments. Focus on what you control. Don't add unnecessary stories to what happens. Accept reality, then choose your next action. You will still have difficult days. People will still disappoint you. plans will still change. Some things will still be completely outside your control. Stoicism doesn't promise a life without problems. It offers something more realistic, a mind that doesn't turn every problem into a personal battle. So the next time life feels overwhelming, pause. Ask yourself, what is mine to control? What am I adding to this situation? And finally, what can I do now? You may not be able to make life perfectly easy, but you can stop making it unnecessarily heavy. And sometimes, that's where a lighter life begins. If you found this lesson useful, subscribe to Ancient Wisdom Explained for more timeless wisdom.